This is Rhonda Jordan with Houses with Hope, and I'd like to share with you just for a few minutes about the Hope Vision. In 2010, I met a young politician in Kenya by the name of Gerard Okello, and he had a vision to build homes for people in his constituency of Nyondo, for those who were homeless, who were in need. So we built the first one together for only $400 in one day. And I just couldn't believe it. I came home and I'd never seen a dollar stretch that far. So jumped in with both feet, and fast forward to about 8 years later, and we're almost at 2,000 homes. It's been a great journey, but we've learned a lot of things along the way. And one of them is that, yes, we can build these homes, but the people in the homes have no food, they don't have clean water, they can't send their children to school. If somebody gets sick, they don't have money to go to the doctor. And so we began to realize that what is a house without hope? One day I was driving around with a pastor, and he told me a story of some children, 4 children, whose parents had just walked off and left them. And he and his wife had recently adopted those children, took them into their home, and were raising them. And I said, surely that doesn't happen very often, does it? And he said, sadly, it does. He said, because parents do not want to see their children starve to death, so they walk off. And I realized right then I had a problem. Couldn't just build houses. We had to do something to also help the people in those houses be able to not only survive, but thrive. So in addition to building the homes since 2010, we've also built 25 schools or provided assistance to public schools and private schools. We've given emergency assistance to 20,000 people. We built 65 churches, community centers. We've given vocational training or helped people to receive vocational training, about 250 people. We've done clothing distribution for 10,000 or more, but it just wasn't enough because we weren't solving the root issue of why do these people not have clothes? Why do they not have housing? Why don't they have money to go to the doctor, to send their kids to school? Since we've been working to address the root issues of the problem, we've learned a lot of things. In Nyondo, 70% of the people are below the poverty level. About 25% are HIV positive, and 1 in 5 children do not make it to their 5th birthday. So throughout all the years that I've gone to Kenya, and we've taken teams and thousands of volunteers have gone with us, there was one issue that just kept coming back and back, time and time again. And the issue was water. Because we knew that if we were to solve all of the root problems of everything that the people were facing, we first had to tackle water. There's 3 basic needs that every person has, and that's shelter, water, and food. So those are the things that we really are going to address because people need sustainability. If they don't have to worry about basic provisions like food and water and shelter, they can be productive. They can go out and they can help their economy. They can take care of their families, and their communities can grow and thrive and be successful. So let me start with the water and tell you what our strategy is. We're going to do a multi-pronged approach with the help of Gerard Okello. He is going to be handling some of the bigger issues like irrigation and things like that. We're going to do some other things. The first thing we're going to do is start a project called Water on Wheels, where trucks will go out into the areas of Nyondo, and there will be tanks, and we will be able to fill up these tanks with water, and people will not have to walk so far to get them. So we're going to make it a lot more accessible and easier for them to get. We're going to drill boreholes, and with the help of Gerard and the government and his work, we're going to gutter all of the schools and collect the rainwater. We're going to do that in villages, in homes as well. And so we want to be able to attack this right and lay the foundation for water so that from there everything else can be built upon. One of the first things that we're going to do is acquire a piece of property and some buildings in order to have a central location for the Hope Initiative. On that campus, we're going to have job training, our administrative buildings. People are going to be able to come and learn different trades. We're also going to start on the property with a medical clinic, which eventually we want to build into a regional hospital. So these are things that are going to help us set the infrastructure to help people to be able to come, be trained, and to learn sustainability so that one day we're going to get ourselves out of a job. We really need your help. We can't do this alone. This is a big project. But all of you can play some part or some role. Maybe it's in construction, maybe you're in the medical profession, maybe you want to go on a team and do some work with children and with schools. Whatever your passion is, whatever your gift is, we need it. We need it now. We need your expertise, we need your gifts, we need your compassion, and we hope that you will join with us on a great venture to change Neando, to also change our lives, to help us to get a bigger worldview and to see things outside of our little comfort zones and to really begin to understand what poverty is about and what it does to people, but how it can be changed with great people with a great vision. So go to our website, houseswithhope.org. You can sign up, you can get information, give us a call, we'll get with you and tell you how you can get plugged in.